You gave everything, your time, your peace, yourself, and they took it all, smiling, holding you close, whispering that this is what love looks like, but your chest knows the truth. It aches. They never say they are taking. They say they are loving. They wrap their hands around your time, your thoughts, your silence, and you let them. Because love is supposed to feel like sacrifice. That is what you were taught. That is what you believed. But this is different. This does not feel like building. It feels like dissolving. You wake up tired, not from lack of sleep, from lack of self. You check your phone and there are 17 messages, questions, needs, complaints disguised as concern. Where were you? Why did you not answer? Who were you with? And beneath it all, a quiet accusation. You are not enough. You are never enough. You start to apologize for things that are not wrong, for needing space, for feeling tired, for wanting 1 hour alone. The word sorry becomes a reflex, a shield, a way to keep the peace. But peace never comes, because the problem is not what you did. The problem is that you exist outside of them, and they cannot allow that. They do not hit you, they do not scream, they sigh, they go quiet. They pull away just enough for you to feel the cold, and you panic, you rush back, you fix it, you give more. They smile, you exhale, and the cycle tightens. This is not love. This is a slow leak. They are drinking from you, sip by sip, day by day, and they have convinced you that this is intimacy, that this is connection, that if you really loved them, you would not mind. You would give more. You would be better. You would finally be enough. But you will never be enough, because enough is not the goal. Control is. You stop seeing your friends, not because they told you to, because it became easier. Every time you made plans, there was a mood, a comment, a sudden crisis. So you cancelled. Once, twice, 10 times. Now your friends do not call, and you are alone with the one person who made you feel guilty for needing anyone else. You stop trusting yourself. You remember a conversation differently than they do. They tell you it never happened, or it happened, but not like that. You were too sensitive. You misunderstood. You are remembering it wrong. And you start to wonder, maybe you are. Maybe your mind is breaking. Maybe you are the problem. This is called gaslighting. But you do not know that yet. You just know that your reality feels like sand, slipping, shifting, never solid. They love bomb you at the start. Texts every hour. Gifts. Grand gestures. I have never felt this way. You are my everything. I cannot live without you. It felt like destiny, like finally being seen. But now you realize it was not love, it was inventory. They were cataloging you, learning what you need, what you fear, what makes you stay. Now they use it against you. You told them once that you fear being abandoned. Now every argument ends with them threatening to leave. You told them you want to feel valued. Now they withhold affection until you prove yourself. You gave them the map, and they used it to trap you. You feel crazy. You feel weak. You feel ashamed. How did you let this happen? Why can you not just leave? Why do you still hope they will change? Why do you still believe them when they say they are sorry? When they say it will be different? When they pull you close and whisper that they need you? Because they have made you dependent, not just emotionally, psychologically. You have forgotten who you were before them. Your hobbies feel distant. Your dreams feel selfish. Your voice feels small. You have become an echo of their needs, a reflection of their mood, a tool for their comfort. And the worst part, the part that keeps you awake at night, is that sometimes it feels good. Sometimes they are kind. Sometimes they hold you and it feels like relief, like coming home. And you think, see, this is the real them. The other stuff was just stress, just a phase, just a misunderstanding. But that kindness is not a return. It is a reset. It is just enough warmth to keep you from freezing, just enough light to keep you from finding the door. They call it intermittent reinforcement, random rewards after long stretches of pain. It is the same principle that keeps people at slot machines. You never know when the next win will come. So you keep playing, keep hoping, keep losing yourself. You look in the mirror and you do not recognize the person staring back. When did you become so small? When did your laugh disappear? When did you stop having opinions? You used to have fire, now you have silence. You used to have boundaries, now you have apologies. You used to have a life, now you have them, and they are never satisfied. You give them your evenings, they want your mornings. You give them your attention, they want your thoughts. You give them your loyalty, they question it. They search your phone, they interrogate your day. They twist your words until you are defending things you never said, until you are confessing to crimes you never committed. This is not love. This is possession, and you are the object. Not the person, the object. They project their darkness onto you. They accuse you of lying, of cheating, of manipulation, and later you discover they were the ones doing it all along. They were unfaithful. They were dishonest. They were manipulating. But they made you carry the guilt. They made you prove your innocence, over and over, until your identity became a defense, until you forgot who you were before you had to justify your existence. You are exhausted, not from working, not from living, from performing, from managing their emotions, from walking on eggshells, from calculating every word before you speak, from scanning their face for signs of a storm. You have become a hostage negotiator in your own relationship, and the hostage is you. They isolate you slowly. They never say you cannot see your family. They just make it difficult. They start a fight before every gathering. They sulk when you return. They make you pay for every moment you spend away from them. So you stop going. It is easier. And now you are alone. Alone with the one person who made you feel guilty for not being alone. When you finally try to leave, they transform. Suddenly they are sorry. Suddenly they see the problem. They cry. They beg. They promise therapy. They promise change. They tell you they cannot live without you. And you believe them, because you want to, because you have invested so much, because walking away feels like admitting you wasted years. So you stay, and for a few days, maybe a few weeks, they are different, gentle, attentive, the person you fell in love with. But it does not last. It never lasts, because it was never real. It was hoovering, a vacuum, sucking you back in, resetting the trap. You are not crazy. You are not weak. You are not imagining it. What you feel is real. The pain is real. The confusion is real. The exhaustion is real. This is not love. This is extraction. They are draining your energy, your joy, your sense of self, and they are calling it love. But love does not make you smaller. Love does not make you afraid. Love does not require you to disappear. Real love is not a transaction. It is not a test. It is not a punishment. Real love does not keep score. It does not threaten. It does not isolate. Real love does not make you question your reality. It does not make you beg for basic respect. It does not drain you. It fills you, and you deserve that, even if you do not believe it right now. Even if they have convinced you that you are too much, too sensitive, too needy, too broken. You are not. You are human. And being human means you deserve to be treated with dignity, with honest, with kindness, not as a resource to be consumed. The truth you need to hear is this. If someone drains you and calls it love, they do not know what love is, and staying will not teach them. It will only erase you. You are not a battery to be used until empty. You are not a resource to be consumed. You are a person, and the moment you remember that is the moment you become free. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. It motivates me to create 2 videos every day. I am counting on your support. See you in the next video.